you're a completely different person. Like you're not even the same person that I met, you know? And I think it's great. Like I love that. And I love.
Do you like me better?
I do like you better now. Yeah, I do. Not that I didn't
Trying
like you.
to not get offended, but
not that I didn't. Come on, it's like it's just different.
Yeah.
Like you're just there's.
I like you better too.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we see each other change through the process, and I think and I don't know that it's like I like you better or I didn't like you as much. It's just like
we've grown closer.
We've grown closer together, and I think that there's more like of that bond and love and acceptance. And I think that
even though we're in totally different chapters.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's
we have nothing in common.
We have nothing in common. We have everything to talk about.
I know, constantly.
Yeah.
It's almost like
we have some stuff in common.
We do, but for the most part. But
we wouldn't swipe on each other in a dating app.
Right. No, we wouldn't. But we keep each other, I feel like, on a good track, and I think that what I was going to say was that I've said this to you before, like it felt so courageous what you did and so brave, to go through the process and go through what you went through and go through that heartbreak.
Was there any fear of my friends changing her chapter and season, like going through a divorce? I'm not going to like her anymore. I'm going to lose her. I feel like a lot of people are afraid of that.
Yeah. Oh, we've never talked about this before.
Yeah.
I did go through a moment in December when this was going on where I was like, damn, like I might lose a friend. Like, because
you don't know what direction.
Yeah, you don't know. And it's like, this could have, but then I start to think, okay, how would I lose a friend that's changing chapters in their lives? And it's because maybe you go really deep into like doing plant medicine, or you go really deep into like one direction that's very linear or very, because you're so not nonlinear, but in a very sort of rigid way. Let's say you chose a path and you're like, this is my path. I'm staying on this path. This works for me. I could see how we could have grown apart because, I would feel like I want to support you. But if people go through a traumatic experience and they find something that works for them, they get very regimented and very rigid with being open to other people and other people's opinions and life. Because they found something that works for them. They found that panacea for that.
Thank God I still haven't found it.
Right. And we've been through it.
Does anyone have a panacea for me, please?
No, but like, had you gone, I could see how that would have been really difficult as a friend and somebody that loves you and cares about you to just kind of see that and to not feel like, damn, if I tell her how I feel about this, she might not receive it, right?
Yeah.
That was thankfully not the case, and you were very open and yeah, like you went through it, and
I think too, like a lot of us are afraid of starting new chapters because we're afraid of even losing that friend too.
Like, were you afraid of losing friends?
Well, actually there was a moment, like because so many people were reaching out to me that I was like, I'm in touch with so many people. Who do I actually want to be in touch with? And there were some friends who don't live in this country who I would like have like, oh, let's Zoom. And sometimes we would Zoom, but it was like, especially with like COVID, it was like they live in Australia. It's like, we're just never going to see each other again. And so there were some friendships that I was sort of like intentionally, like I told them, I'm like, I have a lot going on right now and I will reach out to you when it's like, I had to be very discerning of like, who do I want around me, And I just realized I had so many different friends that so much of my time was spent telling the story again and again and again and again and again and again. And it's like, and then everything changes and then you have to fill them all in. And it just felt like I was like living for them, and it's like, but they probably don't even really like care for the updates, but I felt like I owed it to them. And it was like this weird, like, codependent kind of relationship, I would say, with just like voice noting people and friends and keeping everyone up to date. So I was a lot more mindful of who am I really like letting in on this experience and to like what levels. And I would say different chapters, there have also been friends I'm closer with and then different chapters that friends I'm not closer with, right? Like, friends that were single. Like I became closer with them. But then, when you're in different parts of your healing journey, they may be in different parts. So they might be a great voice when you're both fuck men and then you moved on and they're still that. And, and then it's like, where are you getting your advice from? So that has been interesting to continue to navigate of like, I feel like I have like my core besties and you're my number one, duh. But then, but different friends that it's like, maybe I talked to about this chapter, or different chapters align sometimes, and then sometimes you grow apart. But I would say, actually, for me, since we're talking about it, I wondered, I never wanted to have kids when I was married, like less and less. But then when the plant medicine told me, I was wondering how that would feel for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wanted
for me
to you, because we would bond about not wanting kids.
Not having kids.
And then me saying, now I do feel like I want that. But I was like, I will always just tell you the truth rather than like not letting you in on this part of my journey.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, it was exciting for me because I'm like, I would love a little one of you. Like, can you imagine? Like, that would fucking be
so fun. Added to the Marshy
the
chaos.
Best.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm honest, like truth.
Okay.
We're in the container.
Yes.
Are we in the container?
We're in the container.
Like, even when you would say that you didn't want kids, I just don't. The energy I feel like from you is like you're gonna have kids, like
really?
even though you were like, oh, I don't want kids.
Because I felt more the opposite of like, I think this is just the plant medicine maybe talking, and I'm not.
I've always felt from you that like there will be a point where you'll become a parent.